Hola, welcome to Alaska Latina. I am trying to show you guys my experience, what I have learned in my time as being, I guess, a spicy page content creator. I don't even know what to call this. Okay, so the cat's out of the bag, out of the bag, out of the bag. Um, During the pandemic, I ended up having, today I'm going to compare my experience last time doing a spicy page versus this time. Last time, it was, pandemic time. Oh my gosh, I better not getting sick. Okay, so during the pandemic, like I said, I was embarrassed. I ended up blocking anybody and everybody, and just that. I spent, because of that, because I ended up starting everything brand new, I ended up having to constantly post and post and post and post everywhere. It really, I wasn't getting paid really. I only had a few subscribers the first month. um it was difficult, I'm not gonna lie. It got to the point where it was like, I don't even want to do this. Why am I doing this? It did help, it was one of those things that was like really up and down. I was the first couple months, it was like, I'm just, oh, I got this, I'm gonna be able to do this, da 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 da, constantly posting everywhere and anywhere and everywhere and stuff. I ended up having to start all over again. It was hard, I'm not gonna lie. I ended up doing it for about, shoot, 8, 9, maybe 10 months at most. I don't think even that. Yeah, I really don't remember. Okay, so also, I thought that I had to have like a whole new wardrobe, all this stuff, and I was like, oh well, let me go ahead and just get a couple things. I ended up, at that time, I ended up spending like close to $300. I forgot. I ended up buying like chains and cuffs and stuff like that, and feathers and whatever. I ended up spending, I guess, for what I got, I ended up spending a decent amount, but also keep in mind, I have not made any money yet at this point for like the first month. So, first couple months, it was like I was negative already from the get-go. Even though I had a couple people, I was negative. So it was like, oh, I need to be more creative with this. Okay, so what do I have that, and I went through like all my wardrobe. And I didn't really want to keep doing the same style all over again. And at the time I was like, oh, I thought it had to match. I bought this, so it has to go together, or maybe I can mix it up a little bit if it was the same color content or color combination or same fabric also, or whatever. I thought way too much into it. I also have felt like I had to post every single day. Now here's a trick that I learned that I didn't know last time. Or I learned it towards the end, and by that time I was done. Apparently, you can go ahead and film and put, like, just pretend I just film 150 shoots, or 30 for the month. So I'm gonna sit down, they're all ready to go tonight, and I'm gonna schedule when they're gonna be posted, so I can be like, okay, so this is day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, da 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 da. And then I can go ahead and chill for a month, obviously still be on talking to people, be interactive. But as far as actually filming some stuff, unless you do get, those special requests that you're getting paid for, like somebody wants you to exercise video is in your panties, or what is it here, or or sell the thing that I just mentioned that starts to pay, or just, things like that. I didn't really know that then, and because I tend to get overwhelmed pretty easy, I was doing, like, even though it was during that pandemic, I was still, trying to keep the house clean and trying to be out in my head, because we were all going through stuff. So even then I felt like I had to post every day. So it was like, okay, I need to get ready. I need to do this. And it was fun at first, but then felt like, oh shoot, you're cleaning the house, you're doing this or whatever, living life as much as you can during that time. Um, and then it just kind of became more like a chore, like, oh shoot, I gotta do this again. And yeah. Um, And then with that, constantly having to post everywhere, I didn't have as much fun as I am now. Because I deleted, or not deleted, but blocked people, it really narrowed a lot of my followers and how to get my content out there, as far as TikTok and Instagram, what used to be Twitter, all that stuff, Snapchat. It just got way too much. So I was like, you know what, fuck, I'm done. It was literally, I was in the middle of like not all, but a couple of requests and stuff. And it was like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. I can't, I don't want to. And back then it was just, same thing, kind of like, except for without the feet and stuff. It was mostly just me. Actually, it was just all me. So yeah, it was just one of those things that it was just got to be whatever, too much. And I was like, oh, F this. So now, this time around, I got already a month in, I'm like 18 subscribers in. Yeah, 18 subscribers in. And I said, well, okay, so I just ended up using the same social media. I was like, I'm not blocking anybody. I'm not, either I'm going to go all in and make that money and really not give a damn about what anybody else says or thing, or when they criticize me, because it happened a little bit, not much, and I'm waiting for more, because apparently this is a really big thing. And I'm also scared that I am going to be losing my job, and it's a reality, a very big one. I have some training, but if this really kind of goes somewhere, or they find out what I'm doing, I could get fired, and I could be, I guess blackballed from stuff, from being able to work in certain areas and stuff. So yeah. So just keep that in mind. The more open you are, the better it is. And also, I've been deep diving into, like, realistically, how much money can I make? It is really all over the freaking place. Some people will tell you, the average is you only make $200 a month. The average is, maybe a couple thousand, 20,000, 80,000 a month, it's like so all over the place. So I don't know. No. Also, last time the first few months I was doing it, I did notice that I would lose subscribers and then I would gain them. But then when I lost them, I was like, why? What am I doing wrong? And apparently that is just normal. That's why you have to treat the ones who stay each month just, even better. Because it's like, oh, you're faithful, you're loyal, you're here. Okay, I'm going to give you a little extra. So you always want to, and I didn't know that last time. And I didn't do those extras for my followers, who I did have some that, followed me almost practically all the way through, or at the beginning all the way through. So keep the loyal followers. Give them something to continue to follow. You don't want to give them a whole lot, but give them little extras here and there. Give them that little special attention, because they're the ones who are paying your bills. I mean, that it is what it is. I'm going to be completely honest. So you need to respect that. You need to give them that little extra attention. Be like, you know what? Thank you. Thank you for being loyal. Thank you, because they could have easily gone to somebody else. So yeah. It is what it is. Give them a little something extra, because I think that's amazing. Did not learn that last time. Another thing that I ended up writing. So don't get offended or hurt or in your feeling, oh, I'm losing them, and they only stay for so long. Apparently that is just absolutely normal. You're going to get the followers who don't want anything to do with you. They just want to look. They may not comment. They may not like. Actually, a lot of them don't like. So you need to like my stuff, because the higher you up in the percentile, the lower your percentile is, the more that page, the spicy page, will kind of like put out your content a little bit more, you know, like when you're scrolling, oh, who am I going to watch? Oh, her. It's like she's in the 2 percentile or the 18th. By the way, right now I'm in 31 percentile. Everybody who's subscribing, thank you guys. Are awesome. I love you. Not bad for, you know, not being there too long. So I'm like, woo! Well, technically I did start the page a while ago, but I never promoted or nothing or posted. So yeah. So make it fun. Okay, so about the wardrobe, what I spent last time, you know, overall, I think I probably only got a few $100s because I felt like I just had to constantly buy stuff and all this. This time, I'm like, whatever I have, it can be matching completely. Do those strip tees. They don't care what you got on, as long as you are fucking, you know, sensual and all that when you are taking it. And if you don't know what to do, just go slow. Whatever it is, just go slow. Come, and that's a whole nother thing. Okay. So use what you got. A towel. Just make sure it looks decent. You know, you don't want it all holy and stained and stuff. You know, get a nice towel and you're coming out of the shower, you're all wet. You know, use what you have. You have pillows, you have blankets, you have hoodies, you have sweats and a bra, you have underwear, you have regular underwear. Just fucking spread them legs open, and there you go. You don't need any clothes. So just, you know, use your imagination. Use what you have. You don't have to spend a whole lot of money, and that's something I want to learn. Because right now, I'm actually making okay, not like I'm making thousands. I'm just saying I'm making a couple hundred. It's the fact that I not spent that much. And I'm making more than last time as far as percentiles. I hope that makes sense. Sometimes I don't know how to explain myself. So those are some of the things that I've learned. You are going to have, I'm learning that the more, and I was told last time, and I'm learning a lot more now. You're gonna, unfortunately, the more open you are, the more you advertise, the more you're like, I'm gonna go. You will succeed better, maybe a little bit faster. And yeah, it is what it is. So I hope this helps, and I really hope that I am explaining myself well. Again, you know, I have a learning disability, and you know, I find a shiny, like see a shiny and then I'm like, oh, and I get distracted very easy. So I really do hope that I stayed on track and stuff like that. I hope this helps. After today, I'm going to try to be posting 2 videos a week. I am going to make it Wednesday and Fridays for sure, because if anything, maybe my YouTube channel will go up. I don't know. I don't know. So don't forget, if you're thinking about this, I hope you took some notes. I hope I was clear. If you have any more specific questions, hit me up in the comments or hit me up in my DMs in Instagram, because that has been easier to kind of manage my DMs and information and all that stuff. So yeah, just go ahead and do that. Also, one more thing. You're gonna get subscribers that you know personally, or that you used to know personally, or maybe personally. I don't know. From my experience, not that yet, but it may happen. Okay, so keep that in mind before you do it. Like, are you really gonna be okay with people that you used to go to high school with, junior high with, your early 20s, your early 30s, because there's older women who do this, so you can do it at any age, okay? Younger than me, older than me, and the same age as me. So there's no discrimination. Any and everybody can do it, okay? So yeah, no excuses. But yeah, so keep that very, 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 because I keep hearing that everywhere, because you're going to be open. If you're not going to, you know, be blocking people, you're going to be open so you can make that money, so you can make that content, so you can buy stuff and pay your bills and all that good fun stuff. So that is a very big possibility. Okay, very, very big possibility. So you're going to have to be okay. Like, am I okay with friends knowing is one thing. But friends, not cousins, oh God, I hope not family, but, you know, maybe, I don't know, in-laws or something because they're curious, or maybe they're interested and you just had no idea, you know, extended married family, you know, whatever, or maybe like friends or whatever, whoever. You really, really need to be like mentally prepared. Are you really going to be okay? And if you are, great, do it, do your thing. If you're not, maybe really give it a little bit more time and think about it, because last time I was trying to prevent that, like, it's not that big of a deal, I'm just going to block everybody. Some people still found out that I personally knew. So I went back to California. I was like, oh, okay. Oh, fuck. So yeah, keep that in mind. Yeah, that is going to be a very, 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 very huge possibility. There's, if you live in a small town like I do, you're going to have to be okay with, you're probably going to come across the person. They're going to be like, hey, they're going to make comments of like, hey, I saw you in the shower yesterday. Great pink loofah, or what, you know, whatever, or they'll make a comment, something that you only put on your page and never commented or even suggested or anything at all in your social media. And you're gonna be like, oh, the only way they know if they subscribe, and you're gonna have to be okay with that. Okay, you're also gonna have to be very okay, for me, and what I've heard other models say is confidential. You're gonna have to like, you're gonna get, unfortunately, the people that you may know, and you're gonna, yeah. And if people ask you, hey, because it's happened to me quite a bit, hey, does anybody from like back in the day follow? Like, I've had that quite a bit. This, you know, I've had specific names, and then I've had like, or this, you know, this people, this group, or anybody, you know, and it's like, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. It can happen. So just keep that in mind. Other people, other spicy models and stuff has had that experience. So you're going to have to be okay with it. I'm not going to share if I have or not. I have and I haven't, you know, use your imagination. You're going to get couples. You will get, you know, whatever you can. If you're a male, you can do it too. So you can do it from, I mean, you can do it. You're going to get subscribers who are couples, singles, the same sex, and the opposite sex as you. You're gonna get people who just want to look, don't want to engage, and that's cool. You're gonna get people who are just really, really, really want to be involved, but they want stuff for free. Remember, time is money, but you also want to keep engaged. There's a reason why you're doing this. So you want to give them something, but also sell stuff. Okay. So I'll talk that more tomorrow, or on the next one, on this coming up Wednesday, like what you can sell, all that stuff, my experience, what I've learned from other people from last time versus this time. So yeah, I feel like I'm talking a lot. I really hope this helps. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for the support. Link is in my bio on my Instagram and on my TikTok. And if those don't work for you, hit me up. Don't be embarrassed. I don't care who you are. Like, seriously, I will send you the link. Like, seriously, it don't matter. We're all adults here. We're all, just go. Just let me know, okay?